Good afternoon, Washingtonians. This is at-large Councilmember David Grosso coming to you from my office here in the Wilson Building. I thought I would tape this video and send it out to you, give you an update on what we did this summer as we move quickly into the fall session, and make sure that you're fully informed in the efforts here in the office. As you know, I'm the chair of the Committee on Education, and it's important for me to stay in touch with all of our students, all of our residents who are engaged in education. And so this summer I did some tours around the city, even outside the city, to touch some of the most marginalized of our students. I went to the Latin American Youth Center, I went to Boys Town, where both deal with foster students and foster kids here in the system. I learned a lot about the programs that they're implementing to try to make it a smooth transition from foster care into school and out of school and give them the care that they need to be successful. I also was fortunate enough to visit with SMILE. I went out and visited the Children's National Medical Center's program for LGBTQ youth, which is an impressive program that's becoming a model around the country. Finally, I got to go out and see New Beginnings and the Maya Angelou charter school that's in the facility out there in Maryland, which again, incredible work that they're doing with such short time that they have with these students, bringing them up to level, bringing them up to new levels, and then helping them transition back into the traditional school system. The challenges that they have include that transition, and I'm looking forward to working with them to make it smoother and make it better for every student. We also went to the facility over on Mount Oliver Road, where it's even a shorter period of time, but there they also have a school that's up and running, which makes it a place that students can feel like they are loved. Youth can feel like they have a chance to make it in the system and in our city. As you know, we've been dealing recently with a spike in crime, and this is something that there was a long hearing on just last night. And you know, the reality is that we don't have our finger on it yet. It's got to be a data-driven approach that is not something that we can just expect the police to solve alone. We have to all engage and be engaged in this from the very beginning and then work towards a solution. I'm excited that Councilmember McDuffie is the chair of the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety, and he's doing what I think is a stellar job to address this issue in partnership with Mayor Bowser. I've also recently had the opportunity to meet with Mayor Bowser's team around homelessness and homelessness services in the District of Columbia, the closure of DC General, the rebuilding of shelters, and the wraparound services that are so important for every single person that finds himself in that difficult situation. We had discussions around 24/7 care, discussions around 365-day-a-year admission into the shelters, and working closely with Housing First and Job First efforts to try to put our residents in the best position to get back on their feet and to get back what they need is really the stability in their lives. I'm excited about the fall. I'm excited about the number of hearings that we have. All of my hearings are on my website at davidgrosso.org. You can follow them. We live tweet them all at CMD Grosso or at Team Grosso. Also, the one I'm most excited about is on October 21st. We're having a hearing with students and students only. So you can't be older than 21. Come down to the Wilson Building. It starts in the afternoon, and we'd love to hear from you. And I know that students have an active voice here because recently I went out and did school lunch tour. In 1 week I went to 6 different schools, 2 high schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 elementary schools to eat lunch with the students, talk to them about their experience, and really understand what the challenges are when it comes to school lunch. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from these students, so I know October 21st will be a great success. In that regard, we are having a hearing on the school lunch contract later this month, so tune in to that hearing as well. And furthermore, we're going to hold a hearing next week on adult literacy and adult education in the District of Columbia. We know that that's a challenge. We know that plays right into the criminal justice question here in our city. So I'm looking forward to engaging as the Committee on Education chair in that effort. Feel free to call my office at 724-8105 anytime that we can be of assistance to you, and invite me out to your community. Engagement is key. Your engagement in what I'm doing helps me do my job better. Thank you very much and have a great day.